Hi guys, this is an introduction to how the United States entered World War II, and it's going to introduce us and lead us into the novel that we're going to be reading. Most of us know the basics of World War II. We know the Nazi Party, led by Hitler, tried to take over the world. They imprisoned and killed millions of Jewish people. Later during the war, we also know that Japan joined Nazi Germany in their fight to take over the world.
The United States tried to stay out of the war as much as possible for as long as possible. The U.S. had just started to recover from the Great Depression. The people weren't ready to join a war. December 7th, 1941. On that day, Japan bombed Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor was the closest American land to Japan. Not only was it the closest, it had a naval base on the island. Japan could take down a fleet of ships and draw the U.S. into the war. That is where we start our novel, in 1941. Just to give you some context, in the year 1941, Martha Stewart and Neil Diamond were born. The movie Dumbo had just come out, and suburban life was booming. We're going to be reading about a Japanese-American family that lived in California. This is a historical fiction story, so the people in it are not real, but the story and plot are very real. These events happened, and even the locations in the story are real. While we're reading the novel together, you will be reading nonfiction articles about the real events. This slide shows you how to prepare our graphic organizer so that we can keep track of the characters in the novels. You'll want to click on the blue button where it says Here to see how to fold your paper. You're going to fold it hot dog style and then in half and in half again. Once you've done that, you can open up the page, and then in each box, you're going to write the name of one of the characters. So in the first box, you'll put Sumiko. In the next one, you'll put Auntie, Uncle, Jishan, Bull, Ichiro, Takeo, or Tok Tok, and Mr. Moto. So each character gets their own box. Then, while we're reading, we can add notes so that we remember what each character does and says. This slide shows you how to prepare our graphic organizer so that we can keep track of the characters in the novels. You'll want to click on the blue button where it says Here to see how to fold your paper. You're going to fold it hot dog style and then in half and in half again. Once you've done that, you can open up the page, and then in each box, you're going to write the name of one of the characters. So in the first box, you'll put Sumiko, and the next one you'll put Auntie, Uncle, Jishan, Bull, Ichiro, Takeo, or Tok Tok, and Mr. Moto. So each character gets their own box. Then, while we're reading, we can add notes so that we remember what each character does and says. That is where we start our novel, in 1941. Just to give you some context, in the year 1941, Martha Stewart and Neil Diamond were born. The movie Dumbo had just come out, and suburban life was booming. We're going to be reading about a Japanese-American family that lived in California. This is a historical fiction story, so the people in it are not real, but the story and plot are very real. These events happened, and even the locations in the story are real. While we're reading the novel together, you will be reading nonfiction articles about the real events. December 7th, 1941. On that day, Japan bombed Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor was the closest American land to Japan. U.S. had just started to recover from the Great Depression. The people weren't ready to join a war.